All right. According to the fine folks at StreamYard HQ, we are actually live and the clock is ticking. So, yes, wave to the audience out there. Thank you for tuning in to Folk You tonight. Tuning in, I never thought I'd be saying this about Folk You, but tuning out is more like it in my past experience. But Folk You, which is a singer-songwriter round robin that's been going on here in Chicago for, Kathy and I were talking about this at the very beginning, 19 years. This is actually our 19th anniversary show tonight. We usually don't do, well, let's give our, we usually don't do, and you notice I'm saying we. It sounds better if I say we than if I say I. What was that, Kathy?
The royal we.
Yeah, the royal we. Oh, yeah. So that's about as royal as I'll ever get. We usually don't do a December show. We used to do it, and then other things came into play, such as there's this annual Alex Chilton birthday show that I started to do that we're not doing this year, although there's going to be a video thing online for it. So that's another story, but no live component because really none of us have been live for quite a few months now. So in honor of having December open in more ways than one, I was like, let's do a show. Let's have an actual 19th anniversary celebration. And more than that, I thought I want to get some damn fine people. None of these subpar performers that I've been bribing to come in. And so I'm so pleased to bring back two former folk. Well, no one's ever really a former folk viewer, I guess. But in the case of Brian, I have not heard him in a while. And then Kathy. But let me say more officially, joining me tonight for this special event is Kathy Greenholdt. Give her some hands. And Brian McGrath. And I have been your host since 2001, Larry O'Dean. And I will quickly say, for the benefit of those who might not know, even in the cyber realm here, what a round robin is. It's an opportunity for songwriters to get together and to play a few songs and then to pass it on to the next person. Wow, looking at how I am on the screen, to pass it on. That looks better. Yeah. To pass it on to the next person. And then they play a few songs, and then it goes to the next person, and they play a few songs, and then it goes around again. So depending on how they establish it, it might be one song or whatever. You will see how we're going to do it tonight, but it's going to be a tight show, but an exciting show. I have a lot of newer stuff to play. More than that, I thought I'm going to get some damn fine. Oh, I think I just had an out-of-body experience there.
Yeah, that's very
I'm so pleased.
All right, we're back.
Oh no, that's my soul just re-entered my body there. So anyway, I think you get the idea of what the scoop is. I will start, and then one of these fine fellows will follow me. So for now, I'm going to tell them, time to meditate, time to drink some more. I'm going to put myself out and begin this thing, and I will see you guys soon, okay? Hang tight. All right. Enough of that meandering. And even more fantastic is my wife might be coming home soon, and I haven't closed the rocking door over there, so I'm going to give a chance here that she won't arrive before, she knows what I do in here. It's rocking. So as you can see, I'm kind of all over the place. I guess that's what 19 years will do. And, I'm a songwriter who started out, like most people probably, with an acoustic guitar. I have an acoustic guitar, and usually that's what I play at Folk U. But today and then lately, I have a band. More on them in a moment. But and we've just not been playing because of this pandemic thing that you guys have heard about, I'm sure. And the way this whole thing has struck me is I've just kind of battened down the hatches. And the first couple months were especially like just zero, ground zero, nothing, doing nothing. eventually starting to get back into the groove and to do this remotely has been a good thing, just to keep my practice up and just to kind of get out some of my frustrations and inner demons and etc. But the one thing I haven't been doing is playing my electric guitar. And so I got my Telecaster here, and I thought, I'm going to give this a whirl. And hopefully it won't be, like What Goes On, the Velvet Underground. Well, if it was like What Goes On, it would be just fine, but that it won't be super distorted or anything. I think I got this figured out. I've got at least that much technical acumen. So again, I'm speaking too much. I'm going to start this. And the first song I'm going to do is by my band, The Injured Parties. It's the only song I'm going to do tonight that has actually been recorded and has some sort of a final version out there. The other stuff, as I said, is newer, or in one case, I think pretty old. So I'm going to do a song off of our debut album, Fun with a Purpose, and a song that I would often say, and I guess it still works, is about sex and food, two primary things. And without further ado, let me get this going, and we'll see how it goes. It's called Zingerman's Deli. She was asked to get more cheese from the back. They were out of Swiss, they were low on Jack. The lunch crowd was anxious to sit and eat. Take a number, place your order, and have a seat. He had seen her many times from behind the glass. He liked a double nose ring and he liked her ass. She must be smart, he saw her on a break, reading War and Peace and drinking a milkshake. He was nervous, he was shy. He thought, why would she want to talk to me outside Zingerman's Deli? Well, she noticed the guy every time he came in had the cutest eyes and a dimpled chin. His favorite sandwich was a veggie melt, and deep down she knew exactly how he felt. Well, his friends all heard what was in his heart, and they encouraged him to make a fresh start. His last girlfriend dumped him for a business major, and sometimes she still asked him for little favors. She was busy slicing meat, and thought, why would he want to see me outside Zingerman's Deli? Her hands in the bathroom sink and wondered if he'd coming soon and what he'd think, and swore to herself this time she would ask his name instead of saying hi there. Would it be the same? Well, he stood outside in the afternoon sun, his watch told him it was 1:45. He could ask her out today, but maybe she would say no. And then for lunch, where could he go? They were nervous, they were shy. Their love was fated by destiny and unrequited by Zingerman's Deli. They were nervous, they were shy. Their love was fated by destiny and unrequited by Zingerman's Deli. So hopefully, the way I've set up my Marshall stack over here, everything is fine. That's not super distorted. Even if it is, what the hell? It's December. We're in the tail end of a pandemic. Things are just not normal. So what the hell? But that sure felt good. So I'm going to do another one for you here. This is from, well, I'm not normally somebody who, reacts in real time to stuff. I mean, I've been called to do that before, and something is coming up that is a lot more real timey, but this is just my way of saying I've not really been doing a lot of writing, at least songwriting, for the last X number of months, but I still have kind of a backlog of newer stuff that I was playing before we were forced online. And this is one that had made its way into the set before we went into the cyber realm again, and I think it speaks for itself. So I hope you like it. I will not say the title because it will become very apparent, and hopefully, when it does become apparent, it will have been worth the wait. Feeling funny, things have been a little weird. You've been acting distant, but it's worse than I feared. You call it a midlife crisis, all that it entails. But instead of leasing a Jaguar, you've been blasting out emails. Don't send me your dick pics. For them I never asked. Don't send me your dick pics, or I'll just have to send them back. Don't you find it inappropriate? Doesn't it seem kinda wrong? And dumb, using your smartphone, texting me your schlong. It's not that I am prudish, keep an open mind. But when opening an attachment, it's not a dick I hope to find. Don't send me your dick pics. Don't send them to me. Don't send me your dick pics. It's something I just can't unsee. Maybe you need a replacement, a vacation. You've been working every day. I never guessed that overtime was being used in quite this way. This way. Hope you've learned your lesson. This kind of thing won't do. I expect expect to never again receive any dick pics from you. And if the urge should strike, you shouldn't snort and scoff. It may be the only answer then is to chop your dick right off. That's good. Don't send me dick pics. For them I never asked. Don't send me dick pics, or I'll just have to send them back. Or I'll just have to send them back. Or I'll just have to send them back.
That's good advice, Larry.
Thank you. It's like I don't necessarily have any, gift giving songs here, but that's about as close to it as I can get, I suppose, under the circumstances. It's an anti-gift giving song, I guess. So and it's just good advice, I think, anyway, regardless of the season. So Kathy, great to have you back again. Looking forward to this. I'm going to shut up because I'm obviously motor mouthing here, and I'm going to turn it over to you. I will see you in a bit.
Hello, all. So tonight I'm going to be playing songs from my new album, which is simply titled If. And this next song is called Euphrosyne. Euphrosyne is a Greek word which means joy, and it's sort of wistfully looking back on joy and remembering how that can be. So, it's been a difficult year and we're heading into winter, but we can remember joyful times. We still have them too, and we will have them again. This is Euphrosyne. Silence through the book, shadows where I'm all alone, but I remember you were walking in the sun, laughing like no other one, and then you took my hand. You froze me of mine. You froze me of mine. I could never understand why you let me be your friend when I'm darker than playing all your hands. I began to sing the blues till you danced out of sight. You froze me, I cried. You froze me, oh mine. The sadness in my mind needs you. Silence through the bitter cold. Shadows layer up all alone. But I remember. Just gonna adjust some here. All right. Also, just want to check my tuning a little bit because I tend to beat on my guitar kind of hard. This next song is called If. It's the title song on my album, and I wrote it really for electric guitar, even though I'm playing acoustic tonight. And I sort of had the idea of a bass line in my head, so I do that for the rhythm guitar part of this song, which is the whole song. If I am holy, if I am bright, why can I not see my light? Fighting dragons in the night, why do they not run and hide with this shining soul? I have conquered more than my heart is beating. If I am beauty, I am love, why do I look up above? For the peace only I can know, and the courage to finally go where the angels sing. Deep inside of me, if I listen, will I believe? If I am bigger than heaven's wall, why can I not be it all? Thank you.
There we go. Thanks, Larry. Well, I had said Wonderful job, Kathy. Wonderful job, Larry. And a hello to everyone out there tonight in Chicago and elsewhere. Thank you for joining us here on Friday evening. Very excited to be part of Folk U. I had played this quite a few years ago and quite a few times, and I always have a good time. So this year is a bit different, but it's great all the same. First song I'm going to play here is an album I released just a few weeks ago. It's my third full album. All my music is available anywhere you can stream. Also my website, brianmcgrathmusic.com. But this album, Tea Leaves, this is the title track and the first track. And I suppose the album is a bit about approaching middle age and adulthood, and with all its sort of half-truths and shades of gray and in-betweens. So this is a tune I'll sing for you now. This is Tea Leaves. And folks, if you're out there watching, I can see comments here scrolling on the right. Send us all a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Makes us feel like we're doing something right here in the window. Here we go, Tea Leaves. No big dream, halfway stuck up somewhere in between. When looking for relief, read the signs surrounding me. Oh, but I don't think they mean a goddamn thing. Matters what you do, not what you think or know or speak. This modern world ain't built for the meek. It'll leave you torn in two, bruised, beaten, drowning in the sea. Middle-aged and shaky at the knees, but alright, I'll believe your lies, 'cause I can't seem to read the tea leaves. Wake up alone, nothing left except our memories. But that's life, I heard you say. There'll always be something in the way. Nothing's ever as it seems, but still a man can dream. Dream. The never ends for those who learn to love. Keep their eyes looking up above. The dream never ends for those who don't think small. Keep their eyes looking at the dawn. It's alright, yeah, I'll believe you're right till I don't need to read the tea leaves. There we go. That wasn't so bad now, was it? And for this one, I'm going to need my harmonicai. There we go. How's that sounding out there to you folks? Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Molly. For those who have known me over the years, I tend to write in this sort of dark folk manner. For those who have known me first from my music, they're often surprised that I'm fairly positive and funny in real life. And for those who know me by music first, they're sometimes a little surprised by how dark some of the themes in the music are. I'm somewhere in between in real life, as we all are. But it occurred to me in the sort of process of writing this current album, this new album, Tea Leaves, maybe it was time to try to inject a little bit of that humor I have in everyday life into a song. And that's what I did. So I wrote this sort of song about young love. And I thought back to my own experiences with it and tried to give it a sort of real, tangible spin to it. And I suppose the song is a nod to the late and great John Prine, a gentleman who grew up right around Chicago and actually just down the street from where I live. I used to go to the original location of the Old Town School of Folk Music here in Armitage. So this is a song of mine from my new album titled Fools in Heat. It's mine is yours, and yours is mine. Punch me in the shoulder, I'll pretend it hurts. Pretend you don't see me looking down your shirt. Oh no, what's this now? Two dumb birds with our heads in the ground. Life's cleaning our clock, kicking our can. Oh, but we still got each other, and that ain't half bad. Dancing in the kitchen like fools in heat. You're all thumbs, I got two left feet. Furnace ain't running cause the bill's not paid. It's cold as hell, but at least we're getting laid. Oh no, what's this now? Two dumb birds with our heads in the ground. Life's cleaning our clock, kicking our can. But at least we got each other and that ain't half bad. I've never been one to knock on wood. With the luck we've had, I probably should. Tears come down, we're driving through town. Taillights broke, the muffler's gone. Can't stop laughing, you're red in the face. So far behind, I think we're winning this race. Oh no, what's this now? Two dumb birds with our heads on the ground. Life's cleaning our clock, kicking our can. But we still got each other and that ain't half bad. I've never been one to knock on wood. But with the luck we've had, I probably should. It's come down, it's come down. The sky full of stars in the middle of the night. You whisper in my ear, it'll be alright. The day might come when I don't know your name, but I'll still be loving you just the same. Oh no, what's this now? Two dumb birds with our heads in the ground. Life's cleaning our clock, kicking our can. Oh, we still got each other and that ain't half bad. Still got each other and that ain't half bad. That one, thank you. That one's for Nick and Megan, who are just celebrating 10 years married.
I didn't
Thanks,
mean to
Larry.
jump in on your. I need to tell you too. Though Kathy is not currently being seen, she was dancing through that whole song. So it's inspiring people in many ways. That was beautiful, really beautiful.
Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and once again, so glad to have you back. So hang tight. We'll see you in a few, and make sure you are unmuted when you come back, sir. I'm the one who should be muted, so. All right. So glad to see people are enjoying themselves, or apparently enjoying themselves. Thanks for tuning in. So I had said at the top of my first set that somewhere in that first set that only one of the songs that I was going to do tonight had already been released, and I realized, no, that's not true, because this one I'm going to do now is one I haven't played it in a long time. And prior to moving to Chicago, I'm from Michigan originally, but I lived in San Francisco for 11 years, and did some of my earliest, most serious recording was done there. And I had some bands there, and there you go with that. But I also did a lot of. I had a Fostex 4-track, which I have since sold, which is a mistake. I would just liked having it around, and I did a lot of early recording with that, and kind of figured out what to do on my own, and wrote a lot of songs that didn't really make it to the stage. And then at some point, I don't know, like about some years ago, I started to go back over some of this older material, some of which was released on these limited edition cassettes that did actually get some airplay back in the day when things on cassette got airplay. And ironically, I think that's happening again, if that's still a thing now, and the kind of cassettes have crept back into the market. I took this older material that I had, and I had it in some cases actually mastered. I can't say it was remastered because it had never been mastered and released. So I had online a digital only album called Centrifugal Farce that had originally been released on cassette. And this song actually appeared on there. And I did say to Kathy early on that I don't really have gift-giving songs to fit the holiday or the time of the year, but this would be another one that comes close. It's called Bless Them All. And, whatever those places mean to anybody out there. Used to be where you'd see people swarming around this time of year to get their shopping done. So I thought I'd pull this one out tonight and give it a whirl, especially in the rockin' mode. Again, it's called Bless Them All. Bless them all where we meet, to shop all day, then later eat, straggling home on tired feet, our purchases all new and neat, holding us in their thrall. Bless them all and my friends who wave hello, running errands. Each stop is just like bookends. Between them we make amends, promising to call. Bless them all, it's convenient, family fun under a circus-like tent. I can't believe all the money I spent. Now I'm broke till I get paid again. But oh, what a haul. Bless them all and its stores. Bless its fountains and its linoleum floors. Bless its ice creams and its soup du jours. Bless its shoppers and its janitors. God bless them all. God bless them all. All right. Oh, wow. So, yeah, I do remember going to the mall and going with friends who basically were there to cause trouble and more than to buy anything. But, of course, many fond memories. I think a mall might be where I first bought an album that I think about it, where I like consciously was like, man, I'm going to get this, and went into, God, what would that have been? It doesn't matter. But a place that does not exist anymore, I'll tell you that. So, okay, that's old. That's probably the oldest. That is the oldest thing I'm going to play tonight. And I'm going to play the newest thing now, which is a song that I did write during this lockdowny phase that we're all in. And again, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just going to launch into it. I hope you like it. Well, I hope you can appreciate it. It might be more than hope you like it. Hey there, I need some advice. Considering the state we're in, do I have to wear a mask? It's my first pandemic, nothing to compare it to. It's my first pandemic, what the hell am I supposed to do? Should I hoard cans of beans and stack them into a wall? At least I can have some privacy until I eat them all. It's my first pandemic, nothing to compare it to. It's my first pandemic, what the hell am I supposed to do? When can I get back to doing all those things that I've done? Without ever thinking about it, I want to have my fun. 6 feet of social distance seems like a lot to me. I miss hugging my neighbors even if they don't want to be. It's my first pandemic, nothing to compare it to. It's my first pandemic, what the hell am I supposed to do? It's my first pandemic, nothing to compare it to. It's my first pandemic, what the hell am I supposed to do? What the hell am I supposed to do? What the hell am I supposed to do? Whew.
Awesome.
Notice I had to bring you in to get some of that applause there, so thank you so much for that. Yeah, you know, I live in a high-rise building, and that creates unusual scenarios in a situation such as the one we're living in. And I know that this song was inspired by this one particular gentleman in our building who absolutely refused to wear a mask and was flaunting it and laughing about it. And rather than, you know, punching him in the pandemic face, I decided to sit down and write this song instead. So I suppose it's its own kind of pandemic punch in the face. So, Kathy, let's move on to something classier, okay? I'm looking forward to hearing you again. The stage is yours.
Thank you. So I don't know how some of you know, but I learned to play guitar really late in life. And every time I do one of these, I am so nervous. And yet it's fun to do it and to share your songs with people. And also, it just goes to show it doesn't matter what you thought you could or couldn't do when you were, you know, a young person or growing up or even middle age. You can always grow and learn new things. And on that note, my next song is based on a haiku poem by my friend who is a poet, photographer, and a songwriter, Jenny Miniman. And the haiku is, "Go where your sense of unworthiness is exposed for the lie it is." And based on that haiku, I wrote this song. This is a quieter one. What you see is what you get, making it hard to forget all the words they spoke of you, all the lies you saw is true, and now you live with that regret. Take your thoughts back through the years with tender eyes and tender ears. What if you could lose that day? Look at things another way, then press your life reset. Looking glass shows only you. Now what are you gonna do? Room for one inside your mind, others got nowhere to hide. So let them watch you resurrect. Yeah, what you see. Whatever you want to do, just go for it. So I am currently 56 years old. And this next song I wrote right before I was turning 55 years old. And I have spent my life living on I-55. I'm like, wow, that's really convenient. So I was born in Chicago and I grew up in Springfield, and then I went to college in Bloomington, and then I lived in St. Louis, and now I'm back in Chicago, and all of those cities are connected by I-55. So when you're turning 55 too, it's one of those kind of milestone years, you know, like when they ask you surveys and things, which age group you fall in new age group. So I'm just looking back on time, on how much time I've already had in my life and how much time is left. And it's just sort of looking back, looking ahead. And I often consider, regardless of a birthday, what is the meaning of life? And I don't mean that in a negative way, but just life is a fascinating experience, with all its positives and its negatives and all of it. It's just like one big kind of wonderful, wonderful mess that we're fortunate to experience. And then, you know, did we come from somewhere before we lived? And do we go anywhere afterwards? And none of us can truly know the truth of anything till actually, you know, we get out of here. But anyway, so all of that came into this song, What That Means. Take a little drive down on 55. Wind blowing my hair proves I am alive. 'cause I have seen just in dreams. Tell me what that means. Rolling through the land where it all began. Prairie touches sky till the end of time. And I'm between sunset seas. Tell me what that means. There is nothing clear in my rearview mirror. How far down the road do I have to go? I ride to the sea. Tell me what that means. Thank you. Back to you, Larry.
Unmuted. Great job, Kathy. How about a virtual round of applause for Larry and Kathy? I haven't moved from my seat. I've enjoyed this whole night. All right, the next one I'm going to sing, another one from my new album. The song is titled Dangerous Times, and it's a song about, I suppose it's about fear and paranoia that exists in us. And certain folks, I've played it for, I do these Instagram live streams here and there, and they assume it's about this year. And it wasn't. I wrote the song about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was, at the time, it was born in the Chicago area. I've been living in Chicago for my whole adult life. Went to school here, but there was about a 2-year period where I lived out by Woodstock, Illinois, and any local folks might know where that is. It was a little tiny house, kind of neighborhood where there aren't fences. It's just sort of open land. And I had a neighbor. They were an elderly couple. They were, they must have been in their upper 80s. The nicest couple ever. It was Robert and Nancy. And, we did the normal neighborly talking. I'd help them shovel snow or, just chit-chat when we're all running errands or whatever. But I'd always see Robert make these sort of midnight trips to Walmart, and he had this old Chevy Suburban, and he'd park, back it right up to the garage and unload it. And I noticed it, but I'm not going to be nosy about it. And this would happen like clockwork 3 times a week for months that I lived there. At one point, Robert slipped, hurt his leg, so he was out of commission for a bit, and one of these nights we had a bad storm out there. Their power went out, so Nancy gave me a ring and said, "Hey, do you mind stopping by? Let's get this power back on." It wasn't a power outage, they just blew a fuse. Anyway, power was out, brought my flashlight, went downstairs, start shining things around, get the power back on. That basement was filled to the brim with about everything imaginable that you could buy, and I realized, oh, they're preparing for doomsday, which, hey, maybe they had some foresight that I didn't have. I don't judge people. But after that point, whenever I'd see Robert, he'd always say this line to me. He goes, his parting line to me was always, "These are dangerous times, Brian. These are dangerous times." So it always stuck with me, and I wrote this tune, not specifically about old Robert, but just sort of what can happen to our minds if we let any sort of idea run away with ourselves. And this is the very last song that I had played at my very last proper live show, which was on March 12th at the Newport Theater in Chicago. It's right before everything sort of shut down, and it was just a strange time, as you all remember. And I thought of Robert at that time and just wondered how he was doing. So I guess this one is for Robert out in McHenry County. This is Dangerous Times. Before the sin, where there's smoke, there's fire, with love there's grief, and all the parts of your heart the words don't reach. And not what you do, but who that you know. Oh, the man on the street corner told me so. There's end days coming and debts to pay, every man for himself and God for me. So we don't need it, oh, let's leave the past behind. Hold on tightly now, dangerous times. Catch your breath, kid, you're running on fumes. No, you don't need to talk, he just assumes. Well, one half fear and the other half lie, and they pray for you, spit in your eyes. So we don't need it, oh, leave the past behind. Hold on tightly now, dangerous times. Ourselves up in our lives, we'll bite our tongue and shut our eyes. No, we don't need it, oh, let's leave the past behind. So hold on tightly now, dangerous times. For Robert. I played that song a couple times years ago when I had a full band. had sort of a full, a little bit different than I'm doing now. It was more of a rock band. It was approaching hard rock, believe it or not. And if anyone remembers the Elbow Room here in Chicago, my lasting memory of playing that song with the full band is, if you ever perform there, you have to sort of, you go behind the stage or to the side of the stage, you have to go under this concrete header. And well, I missed that header, and boof. By missed it, I mean I, hit my head right on it. Pretty sure I had a concussion for that show, but no one seemed to notice. Bonanza, Nick. I could see that. Is Bonanza the one where the intro, where it's like the map has the singed edges, it starts burning on the sides? I've seen a lot of the old westerns with my dad, and I think he personally likes, he likes some, I don't even know how known it is, something about Tales of Wells Fargo was one of them, and then some other one called Cheyenne, and of course Gunsmoke I think might be everyone's favorite. I love Gunsmoke. Alright, let's stop jawing, as my old man would say. So this is a tune, the three I've played so far were from my new album. This one is from the album right before, and it's that one's titled Into the Grave. It's a very dark album, it's moody, sort of has, the whole thing to me feels like a sea storm. And this is the tune that folks have seemed to really take to the most from that album. There's a really cool video of this sort of found public domain animation that matched up incredibly well to the lyrics. It's on my YouTube channel. But this is a tune, I think I was listening to a little Dave Van Ronk at the time. This is St. James. Title of this one is St. James Asylum. His, of course, is St. James Infirmary. But this is St. James Asylum. Crosshead line drawn somewhere in my mind. Show me, I wanna see till I go blind. Too many faces, too many places to be. Searching for a hand reached out to me. I've worn that mask, darling, I live that lie, and all the lines by heart. I try my best, it does not last, and everything just falls apart. Something, it must mean something, it must mean something, oh, it's gotta mean something. Climb to the top, realize you're at the bottom. lost my patience, lost my mind, and I still have not found them. I don't take James, walk in shame, eyes behind the shades. Signals lost, wires crossed, none of this is gonna save me. People smiling, those ruling fools, hiding the true disdain. A copy of a stolen joke no one made. Oh, it's gotta mean something. It's gotta mean something. It must mean something. Lord, make it mean something. See your face in every window up and down my street. Every puddle, every dream, every happy thing. I think you're in control of every scene. All the strings that you've been pulling aren't connected to anything. Your past is crying out, no need's been met. Fated to die a slow death. Lord, load up the chamber, time to change, 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 oh no. Oh, it's gonna mean something. It's gonna mean something. Oh, it must mean something. It's gonna mean something. Thank you, Larry.
I'm not the only one clapping. It just might seem like it because we're both on the screen at the same time.
I'm happy when anyone's clapping. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that.
You and me both. That just sounded lovely, man. Really, really
Thanks, Larry.
great. I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so
Okay.
we're making the rounds here. All right. So this is my last pass, and not having the acoustic, gotta kick this baby back in. So this last one I'm going to do is also newish. It's probably the oldest of the newer ones here in this particular set, and it was inspired from sort of mishearing or like hearing it properly said and then reframing the Neil Diamond song "Solitary Man." Such a great song, such a great title. And then when I heard it at one point, I just thought, well, a sedentary man, and quite different than a solitary man, although you can be solitary and sedentary. And again, in light of the way we've been living for 9+ months here, a lot of sedentary stuff going on, and I'm been doing a lot of that myself. So I'm the sedentary man here, and it seems appropriate to end my portion of the evening playing with this song, to end out our 19th year, my portion of that with it as well. Although I think there's a lot more sedentary to come still as things are looking up. we're not exactly there yet. So anyway, I will shut up and play. Hope you like it. And here we go. Sit all day, sit all night. People who know me don't know my true height. Sitting on my can, on a chair or the couch, looking at life from a kangaroo pouch. Sit on the bus when I get a seat. I ease my knees and free my feet. And on the job, I stay put in my chair. Whether I'm over here or over there, I'm a sedentary man. I'm a sedentary man. I'm a sedentary man. I used to run, jump, jog, and leap, and on all fours sometime I'd creep. Bodies in motion become bodies at rest. Now that I'm still, life is the best. I'm a sedentary man. I'm a sedentary man. I'm a sedentary man. No more hubbub, no hustle or flow. There's no destination where I long to go. From my window, I see the street, watching the people mingle and meet. Then I turn away and close my eyes, picturing myself fly through the skies. I'm a sedentary man. I'm a sedentary man. I'm a sedentary man. I'm a sedentary man.
Well, I can think of a New Year's resolution for you then.
Walk around that damn block a few times, right?
That's about the extent of my exercise.
Yeah, well, it's and winter coming, right? I mean, it's not exactly going to be inducive to romping and leaping, but I'll do my damnedest. Thank you for the prompt. Okay, so I'll see everybody again at the end. Sounding great, Kathy. So see you in a bit.
Okay, thanks, Larry, for having having me and having Brian. And thank you, Brian, for your beautiful songs, and Larry for your beautiful songs, and everybody for coming. So my last song will be the last song on my new album, If. And if you are interested in learning more about me, you can visit my website with my awesome stage name of Kathy Greenholdt, kathygreenholdt.com. so this last song is the oldest song on the album. And I wrote it, I don't know, probably about 2.5 years ago. About 4 years ago, I attended the Women's March in Washington, D.C. I grew up going to women's marches for the Equal Rights Amendment, which didn't pass yet in the United States. But my mother was really active, and my whole family was involved in going to ERA marches. Well, it seemed like it was time to march again 4 years ago. And then it seems like we have just continued to march on a wide array of topics. But I, for one, feel very hopeful about the new year that's coming up. And this song is a protest song against things that have been going on in our country and dividing us in very sad ways. And so I just am going to close out with this one as a reminder of what we've just accomplished, and that we still also have a lot of work to do, and that's okay. There's always work to do. Close my eyes before I count to 3. It won't be long. Every day they shoot down one more dream. Still I stay strong. Can't cry or show them my feet. Can't breathe, the battle is near. I'm riding low. I'm coming slow. How I long for once upon a time, safe in my mind, but waving flags, they make war on the truth. Cross the last line. I see the whites of their eyes. Godspeed, the hour is nigh. I'm riding low. Yeah, I'm coming slow.
'cause we're coming. Yes, we
Thank you.
That time I remember to unmute. Wonderful job, Kathy. Well, folks, thank you for hanging in here all night. I'm happy to be able to play the last song here. I just a few things here I just wanted to mention is a thank you, sincere thank you to Larry. 19 years. I'm happy to be part of the 19th anniversary of this, but it's a wonderful thing for us musicians to have this platform, and it's no easy task to keep that going for 19 years. So thank you to Larry. Thank you also to Kathy for joining tonight. I'm humbled to have shared this virtual stage with both, and it's nothing will replace in-person performing, of course, but this is something special and it's different. And in any other year, none of us might have done stuff like this, but it's strange situations like this that you learn a lot about yourself and you learn a lot about others. And to echo some of what Kathy was saying, I'm also very, very hopeful going forward. I've seen a lot of wonderful things from people this year. I think it's occasions like this that force us to sort of rise above what we thought we could do, and I'm very excited for where we're going. It may not be the same, might be different, but that doesn't mean bad. It could be wonderful. I'm a big fan of things are what you make of them, individually and as a group. So thank you all to all of you as well for joining tonight. Your comments have been wonderful. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I'm going to play one more for you, and this is also the closing track of my new album. As I mentioned earlier, it's an album of sort of where I'm at now, where a lot of the folks I know are. You sort of arrive at this midpoint in life, or an early midpoint perhaps, and it's you've gone far enough to kind of have a general idea of who you are and where you might be headed, and you're wondering, is this the right spot? Am I going the right way? Am I missing something? Who am I? What am I doing? Where am I going? That ambiguousness I find fascinating, and a lot of this album is about that. This last song, which is titled "The Hunter and the Blood Moon," is probably musically the most similar to my previous work, as my one good friend described it, as woodland hardship folk tales. But it's about sort of questioning what one's role in life or one's fate in a poetic way. Maybe you just are filling a role, or maybe you're not. Maybe you have the power to break out of that. But this is it. This is The Hunter and the Blood Moon, the closing track on my album Tea Leaves. As a reminder, you can listen anywhere you listen to music, or on my website, brianmcgrathmusic.com. Here we go. Leather and sweet, in a fading dream, a fading dream. When the hunter comes for you, you answer slow. Well, you know it's just your giving roll. You were born to lose. This cold wind wanders through. Shadows dance in the ancient lantern light. Two for one to make it, another has to die. And a sacrifice when the hunter comes for you and you crawl below. You know it's just your giving roll. Not yours to choose. Tonight, on the cold blood moon, both eyes close, your eyes are closed. When the hunter calls for you and you answer slow, you know it's just your giving roll. Oh, you were born to lose, and you wonder if you remember. Thanks, folks. Thanks, Larry. Thanks, Kathy.
Beautiful song.
Yeah, that was great. Great way to end, man.
Bit of a dark note to end it on, but.
Well, I think with all the talk about, I mean, I have to chime in as well. I'm definitely a, glass half empty kind of fellow, but things can only get better, and I'm feeling. I wouldn't say curiously optimistic. I'm feeling optimistic as well. So, things will improve, and more music will be live once again. And in the interim, we can. That was a very nice thing what you said. Like the something I can't even remember exactly how you put it, but the idea of we might not normally even be doing this, and here we are, and making the best of it. But you didn't put it that way, like making something more from it. It's, I mean, you guys exemplify that very thing. Just the ability to get in and really listen, and beautiful playing, great songs. I mean, I'm really happy that you could make it, and this is going to sound like I'm trying to be funny, but humbled. I'm not trying to be funny. You guys are great. So thank you for making the time to be here tonight.
Thank you for inviting
Thank you.
me. It was really fun.
Oh, thanks, guys. So we'll do our official fare thee well, and then guys, don't go yet. You know, we'll have the post show when the midgets come out and everything, which is only for those who you know, paid in advance. You know, so. But yeah, we'll be back next year every third Friday, approaching year 20. Got some great stuff lined up. Make sure that, you know, if this is your first time experiencing Kathy or Brian, that you follow their work live and online. Kathy, you gave your website. Brian, did you give yours?
Yeah, it's brianmcgrathmusic.com.
There we go. I'm LarryO'Dean.com and folku.org. Somehow we're an org. I don't know how that happened, but we're Oregon left and right. So again, I've been motor mouthing all night, so I'm going to shut up. I'm just going to give another big hand to Brian and to Kathy from my end. Thank you for making this a great show tonight. And I will end this broadcast. And thanks to everyone who tuned in. And everybody stay safe and just hold on a little bit longer, and life will be back, maybe even better than ever, right?
Happy New Year.
All right. Yes. Happy New Year, everybody. See you soon.